To remove the master or main lift cylinders, which are mounted horizontally over here and held in place with two pins, we have raised the roof manually. We've already made another video on how to raise and lower the top manually. So we've raised the roof. We have two 2-foot long 2x4s that we're putting under the rear glass to stabilize the roof. I would still recommend that someone stand in the front and stabilize everything, but it actually is good enough this way so that even one person could remove the pin at the rod end, meaning the extended end of the cylinder, which we'll show you in a moment. That pin removal is done right down here. So let me show you the location of the mounting pin for the rod end of the cylinder, meaning the end that is the shaft. As I screwed on the shaft of the cylinder, here's the pin, and then we light that up a little bit with a flashlight so it's better to see. Here it is. This pin actually is secured with a clip on the other end that, let me illustrate, slides onto the pin like this, and I just dropped my screwdriver, but that's okay. If you push a screwdriver in here, you basically open up the clip, and you can then just walk the clip off the pin, and you just have to find the place of the pin on the outside of the frame here to stick the screwdriver in, remove the pin, and then, as I just showed you, you can pull the pin out of here. Next, we will retract the roof a tad farther so that we can remove the two forward mounting pins that hold the main lift cylinder housing in place, and they are secured over here. All we have to do is remove a 10mm hex nut off of this bolt, and once that hex nut is removed, we can pull the mounting pin assembly out towards the inside. So here again is the hex nut that is holding one of the mounting pins for the cylinder housing in place. We remove this hex nut. With the hex nut removed, we get this pin assembly out. Just to illustrate, this is the mounting pin that we just took out of the cylinder. There's one in the opposite direction. Sometimes the bushing here will come riding out as you pull the pin, and that will make it impossible to twist the cylinder out of its holder. So once this pin is out, you have the frame over here. You may have a bushing sticking out. You want to either try to push that bushing back in with a screwdriver, or worst case, cut it with a hacksaw or similar. But make sure to first retract the shaft all the way so that you don't damage the shaft while messing with this bushing here. So once there's full clearance on this end where the cylinder has been pushed against the frame where the pin has been removed, then you can walk it out of the outside pin. Or, frankly, this is the last cylinder in the whole car that will ever fail, because it is much better protected on the inside of the car. The cylinder should be good for about 20 years, whereas the outside cylinders will fail a lot sooner. I wouldn't blame people who don't want to go through the trouble of replacing this particular cylinder. It's the hardest one to get out. Not impossible, it's just a little more tedious than all the others. So if you end up damaging one or both of these bushings, no problem. Top Hydraulics provides new bushings with these cylinders anyway.